Kindergartners, we are doing 2 lessons again today, but they're going to be easy. They're short, they're quick. It's addition stuff that you've already done a lot. You will need your math book, pencil, and eraser, of course, and also counters for today's work. All right, guys, again, today is pretty simple. It's practicing some procedures so that we're more used to what people are going to expect in books and on tests. So today we're starting with lesson 5.2, addition, putting together. So remember yesterday it was addition, adding on. We had some and then more came. So today instead of that, we're going to have 2 different types of groups and we're going to combine them. So even though you can see this right here and you can know what it is, it's always better if we have our hands actually doing it, right? So that's why we're using the counters on this. Go ahead and get them out. Do you see they started with yellow? In our classroom, when we choose, we're always starting with red, but here they started with yellow. 5, 6 yellow, trace the 6. Go ahead and trace this plus symbol and 1 red one, right? And you know how many that makes. Go ahead and write that number right there. Slide off your counters and turn the page. Now here, do you see it says 7 plus 2? Look what we have up here, 5, 6, 7. So we are going to actually place these 7 red counters on here. Always starting here, working across and going down there. And then do you notice what it said to add? Plus, means add 2. There it is. So write the 7, write the 2, trace the plus, then count. How many is that altogether? Some of you guys might see, oh, it's almost a full 10 frame. There's just 1 missing. If you have 1 less than 10, you might know what that is already. Go ahead and write that number right down there. All right, next page. 2 plus 8, just like before, guys. And since here it doesn't tell us to start with yellow, we're going to start with red. 2 red ones and 8 yellow ones. Now you can see I've only put out 3 yellow ones, right? I want you to finish, get the 8 yellow ones out. Then you're going to put 2 plus, make an 8. Remember, make an S and go back home. Then see how many counters do you have up there and write that number down here. Last page. Now, we're going to just draw pictures for this one instead of using counters. We need 4 red apples. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use my colored markers here. I'm going to just do kind of circles for apples. 1, 2, 3, 4 red apples and 2 green apples are on the table. And you guys know by now, you're going to write those numbers down here, aren't you? You're going to write 4 plus 2. And then count up together. Remember, we're doing adding, putting together today. And write down here how many that is all together. That's 1 lesson, all done right there. We're going to grab 1 more lesson here in our day. 5.3, problem solving, act out addition problems. Now, this might sound kind of complicated. This isn't going to be too tricky, but this key here, unlock the problem, reminds us to really think about the question we're going to be answering. So let's take a look here. Here are 2 children and 2 more children come. How many children in all? So that's our question. How many children in all? So this is really easy right now, but we just want to be in the habit of noticing the question because sometimes as you get older, they ask you trickier questions. So here you know how to write this, right? Oh my goodness, we've done this so many times in classrooms. 2 plus 2 is the same as 4. Now, if your parents are helping you, they might be saying equals for this. And if they ask you, why are you saying is the same as? You can tell them that so that you really keep in your mind that what we're saying is that this right here on this side of the symbol is the same as this right here on this side of the symbol. Because do you know you can actually write it in the other order and it is still just as correct, right? Because 2 and 2 over here is still the same as 4, isn't it? So either order works, and one of the reasons that we say is the same as is to remind us that's what this really truly means. All right, guys, here you can see, do you see two children playing with the sand? Plus one more child comes is the same as, right? Oh my goodness, that's so easy. You probably aren't even having to think about it. All right, here you can see 1, 2, 3 children at the table and 2 more are coming. So again, we want to really be aware of the question. The question is, how many children altogether? So 3 at the table, 2 more coming is the same as how many? Last page. Oh, 2 lessons, so easy today. 3 dogs, 1 more dog coming. You can trace, you can write the sum. Do you remember that word? I'm sure you heard me saying that word to first graders a lot. The sum is the amount of when we put it together. If both groups are together, the sum tells us how many. Now, boys and girls, here we have 1 and 4 more, and then you'll write the sum of 1 and 4, what we have when we put it together. Do you see there's no picture here? So you guys are going to draw the pictures. You're going to choose 1 something and 4 more somethings to make together that sum. All right, my friends, that is all of our math for today. We'll have some more tomorrow. Bye.